Rutherford.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Wilson on first down. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Hall to start the drive. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Barkley on the counter. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Giants at 4-10 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw. Try to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll go to Barkley again. Trucks over it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go with a keeper. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Noah Fant from 17 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran down a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Pushes past him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Buying time to us, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points. Take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Now Wilson. And, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this. And time, catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 73 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a give up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. After right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw again.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive
touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets get a bit closer. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles.
Gets by him and out into the daylight. And all the way down to the 35.
140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
23. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on,